Well, the ice is being prepared tonight for what the Clan fans will be hoping is a little taste of revenge. The Edinburgh Capitals roll into town tonight, still riding on a high after their 6-2 demolition of the Clan just a few weeks earlier. Since that result, they've found some form. In fact, many calling them the form team in the Elite League. They even went to the Sheffield Steelers and beat them on their ice. They come here with the league's top goal scorer on their roster. Ryan Hayes comes in with 20 points in the bag from just 14 games, 10 goals, 10 assists. He'll be one to look out for. The Clan are still missing influential D-man Rick Jackman. Tristan Harper's still out, so it could be a tough night. Can they exercise some demons? The Clan fans will be hoping so. Let's go ringside. Well, a real test of character for the Clan tonight. How will they respond to that heavy defeat in Edinburgh? It'll still be ringing in their ears, Craig.
It certainly will, and there's this feeling that we also owe something to the Capitals after the last performance at Murrayfield. I think it was about 3 weeks ago when the Caps won by 6-2. This could be a character-building win for the Clan.
Well, absolutely, and Captain Keith there showing how eager he is to get the Clan onto the right foot. Threw himself into the goal there. The Clan fans will be hoping the puck can follow him. Nate McKeever fires it back round. Levitt feeds it into Scott Pitt. Pitt gets the call in the centre, but it's Burling now. Pushing through centre ice for the Capitals, has support. Might take it himself. Fans on it, opens up on the red line. Back in across, it's in the slot. And it bounces high, it's still dangerous. Emerson chasing that one down. The Clan just about get that one clear. Support out wide, Riley Emerson might fancy it himself. It does come to the coach, fires one in, it's a save, it's in the slot, it bounces, and it bumbles past Chris Holt and the Caps. Well, that was coming.
It was coming, Clan not quite dealing with it. Emerson with the shot, bouncing back out. I didn't see who the scorer was.
I think it's Blues there, fed by Emerson.
Nevertheless, Capitals are ahead. The puck bobbling past Chris Holt there. That's another goal he'll want to claim back as well. Not going Clan's way at the moment, 1-0 Caps.
Well, with the big D-man, Rick Jackman, huge Jackman missing, it's a different power play unit here at the moment, and Scott Arson feeds Stefan Meyer. He might fancy a little slot. My, oh my, oh my! Did he fancy a little shot, or did he fancy it? What a time he's having at the Clan at the moment. Stefan Meyer leading by example.
5 goals from 5 games now for Stefan Meyer since his wife had their baby. Great shot from Meyer there, just looked up, knew exactly where that was going, lasered it into the corner past Carsen Chubak, and the Clan are level, and the fans are on their feet.
Well, his wife gave birth last week, but Stefan Meyer gave birth to a rocket there. Clan won, Capitals won. Davis at the face-off. Emerson wins it for the Caps as the Caps look to break 2-on-2 with Beattie. The Scot out wide fires it in, has another chance, feeds it around the board. Jamie Fritsch hammers him into the boards. Puck lost there for a second. It's the Clan who come away with it. Davis with a nice touch. Hands over to Brooks. Brooks feeds him back, repays the compliment. Nice work from Ben Davis. Looks to try and tap it in. Lovely hands. And the goals come off the moorings here. The Clan players really not happy about that one. It was a real chance. Lovely play there between Davis and Brooks. BB looking dangerous. Esders fires it along and finds Davis. Davis finds the Englishman in a bit of space, and he can't get his shot on target. He'll be angry with himself there. He'd have wanted to make Carsen Chubak work. It was a lovely return pass from Davis. Nice check from Barry McKenzie. Leaves the shoulder in, a rapture of applause echoes around the arena as Davis forward, pushing forward, goes to take it round, deeks back into the corner, looks for the support. It's there. Fired all the way out across the ice. Back into the slot, the redirect goes wide. Out wide and fired down into the Clan zone. Back in the corner, it's Britton who picks it up. Clan's line change up, Keith and Meyer on. It's Keith who does pick it up. Has Stefan Meyer out wide on the ice. He might fancy it. Leaves it for Gotz, the D-man, pushing through, wonderful stuff, lifts it, oh my Gotz, what a wonderful goal, that is a keeper, put that on the showreel, the Swede with a touch of class.
That was absolutely superb from Marcus Gotz, great skill, great execution in the finish, right after Ben Davis tried something similar a minute or two ago. The Swede has really completed the job, fantastic stuff, great close control, Edinburgh not able to get the puck off, and Gotz on the turn, sends the puck past Chubak. It's 2-1 for the home team.
Puck comes loose here now. The Clan men will have to deal with it. It trumbles in, but here's a now chance. A rush comes from the Clan. McKenzie takes no chances. It's a late hit at the centre on Baron McKenzie. Beattie not happy. There's Nate McKeever having a battle here with Beattie in the corner. He's not happy with it. There's a few players in. He wasn't happy with that check in centre ice. Just telling Beattie, just telling the Scot what he thought of it. Just have to hunt it through the players. It looks to have settled down here in a moment. Well, Nate McKeever showing that he'll stand up for his team, having a word there with Sean Beattie.
Yeah, good team spirit there shown by McKeever. Beattie catching Barry McKenzie late. McKenzie he didn't react to it, got up, got off. McKeever straight over at Beattie.
Well, as Craig McCallum takes a seat in the penalty box, Clan go on the penalty play for the last minute of the second period. Still 1 goal to the good. 2-1 Clan as it stands. 43 seconds left in the second period. Fed behind the goal line. Bruton looking dangerous, goes all the way around the well. Backhanded pass comes into the slot. It's loose, takes a bounce, got the leverage on it, but it stays out. Incredible save from Carsen Chubak to keep the Caps in this one. 25 seconds, that's a loose puck from Holt. Still has lots of work to do. Real trouble at the back there from the Clan, a real calamity on the ice. Creates another opportunity. Chris Holt keeps the puck alive. Clan survive a scare there. A real chance for the Caps. Just a few seconds left now. Clan still on the power play. Will they get one last shot away? 3 seconds left, it's in the slot. One last chance to fire it in. Well, it was circus stuff at the end, but Clan survived 2-1. Well, puck comes back to the point. Sullivan under heavy pressure sends it in as he is sent into the half boards by Sean Beattie. Pitt checks back inside, a lovely turn and twist from him. Back to Sully. Sullivan fires it in. Takes a lovely rebound in from Alex Levitt. Sullivan fired it in, and Alex Levitt, moments after, missing out on an opportunity, fires Clan into a 2-goal lead.
Well, what was I saying about that third goal? Alex Levitt getting the tip on Zach Sullivan's shot. Sullivan doesn't get many goals, but I'm sure he'll be equally as happy for his teammate to take that one. Clan go 3-1 ahead. Sullivan shot from the blue line, redirected by Levitt. 3-1 up.
Fritch under pressure, gets over to Pitt, stretches a lovely pass across the ice to Hayward, who rings it all the way around, but it is read by the Caps. Still danger. Inside the slot, might go alone himself, tries to wrap it all the way around. Carsen Chubak just empties it out. Well, the Clan fans will feel like that puck was still in play. Hayward took no chances, did the right thing, sticks it in the back of the net. But I think Carsen Chubak did have enough on it. I think it just did enough to
I think there was a whistle right before it as well, right before Hayward got the final touch on that.
Flemington now pushing it wide on the ice. Comes into the centre, hits a nice move from the Caps, and a great save from the incredible Holt. Nice save, keeps the Clan's lead intact to Chris Holt. Holt keeps it active. Clan now on the power play. As Keith picks it up, it's quite tight on the near side of the ice. Fritch sends it round. Arson will pick that one back up. He has Fritch. Opts for Stefan Meyer. You see this play a few times for the Clan. Stefan Meyer cycling out wide, looking to open up the lanes. As Arson's power play and it deeks inside. Back to Arson. Arson might fancy that. Throws one in. Takes a stick and it's there. The wraparound's on. No goal. No goal, say the officials. It just takes a little kick from Carsen Chubak. I don't think they're going to allow that one, Craig. They're having a word about it. Well, Big O seems to think it's off. It did look like it took a knock, I've got to say. But that's just got to be really frustrating for the Clan players because it wasn't a heavy kick from Carsen Chubak. Has he given it? We're still waiting for this one. I mean, that was what I was worried about, Craig. That could happen. We're worried about these goals. They're coming off a little too easy. And if this one doesn't stand, well, the Clan bench will not be happy.
I didn't see anything wrong with the goal personally. I didn't see the goal move. I did see Chubak not getting back across the goal quick enough.
Goal stands.
Goal stands, yep.
Davis still looking for the options. Clan still in a power play formation. That changes now. Esders battling really hard. Back to McKenzie, fires it all the way around. Davis will pick that one up. Sneaks back inside, the call for it in the centre from McKenzie. Slaps the ice, it comes to Esders instead. Esders does really well, beating 3 men, coming forward, McKenzie puts it in the slot, it's Esders! Yes, wonderful teamwork from the Scot, and the Englishman fires it past Carsen Chubak. Wonderful stuff here. Clan going some way to erase the demons that haunted them from the last game against the Capitals. It's Clan 5, Capitals 1.
Yeah, a well taken finish from the Clan. Barry McKenzie setting up Lee Esders well. Esders had the simplest of tasks, just to tap it in past Chubak, and the home team 5-1 ahead, 3 minutes to go. That's the kind of score they needed to take to Sheffield tomorrow. Clan have kind of strolled to this victory tonight, but even then, they haven't made it look easy.
Well, it comes back to Nathan McKeever. Clan have battled really hard and gone a long way to raising the demons of that 6-2 defeat. As the Capitals race forward now, it's a race against the clock, short-handed, the Caps, lovely bit of teamwork, but with just 2 seconds left, the Clan will record a really big morale-boosting victory against an in-form Edinburgh Capitals team. The Clan teamwork worked here today, the lines clicked, the lines worked, as the players give Chris Holt a huge round of applause, a great performance from him today, and you can see what it means to these players to send a message back to not just the Edinburgh Capitals, but the rest of the teams in the Elite League, that when the Clan get scoring, they can be deadly. Plenty of power plays, plenty of chances all the way through the game, and the last stat that matters is Clan 5, Edinburgh Capitals 1, an excellent score to take into a really tough road trip down to Sheffield. So a big result tonight. How much did that result in Edinburgh, that tough 6-2 defeat, how much was that a factor going into this game?
You know what, obviously it was a disappointment losing by a big score in Edinburgh, and tonight we addressed that before the game, that we want to go out and make a statement, and obviously tonight 5-1, we'll take that.
Yeah, it was a fantastic result as well, and your line working really well. Can you take us through your goal tonight? Great teamwork.
Yeah, it was. We had a good shift down there, cycling, keeping it low, and you know what, it just popped out to me, and there it is. Buried it. I missed one earlier, so I wanted to make up for that.
Yeah, no, it's a great result tonight. How does this factor going to Sheffield tomorrow? How important was it to get a really good result? Not just a win tonight, but a message that sends around to the Elite League.
Yeah, like I say, I think we wanted to send a statement out. Obviously, like, the goals are starting to go in now, and you know what, it's a big confidence boost going into Sheffield tomorrow, which is a tough building.
So a great result for the team tonight, but a fantastic goal for you. Do you remember much about it?
Yeah, kind of. Keith got the puck from Brutes, and he has to enter his zone, and I felt I have a good jump, and I follow up, and Keith made a good drop pass, and I'm looking for my son the back door, but I couldn't find a pass there. So then I go back, and then I kind of black out. I spin around, man, and legs try to shoot it. So it was good. It got in, and it was a good goal.
As a D-man, when you're getting down to those areas, getting the nosebleed zones, are you thinking about scoring a goal, or are you thinking about creating an opportunity normally?
First I was thinking to pass there actually, and then just try to get to the net and see what's happened. So yeah, it was good. It got in.
And a fantastic result tonight and a great team performance. How important was that, bearing in mind the last time you played the Capitals?
Oh, I mean, last time we played them, they beat us 6-2 in their barn, so we had to give them back here. And when we got in, they had five win, and they coming in here with good confidence stuff. So I think it was good that we got the win, and we show how we can play, and especially in the third period, we got some goals, and yeah, got the result with us.
So obviously a really difficult result for you tonight coming here. It's always a tough place to come, but the Caps have shown this season that they can do damage all around the league, haven't they?
Yeah, we're definitely a new team this year, and we got a lot of firepower, and we got an unbelievable netminder, Carsen Chubak. Even the game tonight, missed battles till the last second there, and tonight wasn't our best performance. We were short-handed, but that's not an excuse. We got up 1-0, and I think we kind of just let off the gas a little bit, and allowed you guys to get back into it. And this is a very tough building to play in. It's loud, and we got to use that to our advantage here.
You also mentioned as well some players kind of leaving. Sheen's obviously left at the moment. What impacts that had on the lines for you guys at the moment? Have you been able to adjust quite well?
Kept our top line together. Dickens, Hayes, and McCallum were playing great, and losing Sheen down the middle is definitely tough. But Trevor Gerling's done a great job stepping up, and then we're down with David Rutherford with an injury right now, so we got to throw a younger guy up top, and Jordan Steele. They played not bad, but it's definitely tough. but we still got to have everyone ready to go. We got a lot of firepower in that locker room, so it's just one of those games. We just couldn't get anything going.
And there really wasn't a lot in it for the first 2 periods, even like great periods for both sides, but real stalemate until right at the end there.
Yeah, it definitely was. After that third goal, I think I think we kind of just kind of packed her in, and that's sad to see. And we got to be better in our D zone. Carsen played unbelievable. Probably had a boatload of shots again. So we still got to get better, picking up sticks, picking up bodies. We had 2 tap-in goals, whatever it is, and we got to be better in that in front of the net.
So a fantastic result tonight. Obviously, does that go some way of erasing the memory of that tough night in Edinburgh?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. Like I said, we've been on a bit of a roll here ever since. I thought we kind of wanted to make a bit of a statement here, and scoring goals and playing to our level and our standard. I thought we did that for the most part today.
Yeah, it was quite close the first few periods, but in the third period, just really seemed to have that little bit of extra kick and go about the team.
Yeah, I thought we kind of overwhelmed them in the third. I thought they tired and we got stronger. They're a good team. They're, like I said, they went down to Sheffield, they beat them there. They've been on a bit of a run here, so you got to give them credit. You're not just going to come in and overwhelm and beat teams 8-1, 9-1 every game just because we're the Braehead Clan and we're at home. It's just not going to happen. The parity in the league's a lot tighter than it has been in years, and it's going to take. It's a feeling out process a lot of times. That first 20 minutes, it's tough to establish that presence, but over time we feel that we can overwhelm teams and we can wear them down, and then typically in the third, like we saw against Manchester, we can come out and get stronger.
You talk about a lot of parity in the league, and with the Edinburgh Capitals as the top scorer in the elite league. Ryan Hayes comes in and he's got 20 goals in 14 games, but spread out the goals in the Clan, especially tonight. Is that something that worries you, or is that a good sign?
No, it's always good. Yeah, when you're getting, scoring by committee, it's always good. We want to get certain guys going. We want to get our captain going, and he's doing everything but scoring. And there are guys that are squeezing the stick, but the thing is, we're creating chances every time we enter that zone. We're creating chances. Our power play is creating chances, and it's always nice to execute on them. But it's when you're not creating chances and you're not getting those looks that's a concern. Right now, we're creating a ton, and once guys like Keither and Brooksy and those guys start bearing them, then you start to see the goals pile up.
Yeah, and a fantastic goal tonight from Marcus Gotz. You must be delighted when your D-men are pulling out goals of that quality.
Yeah, it was a nice little play there, spinorama in front, and that Chubak's a good goalie, and we got to work. I mean, he was competing even down to the last minute here. He was competing, and you got to get traffic in front of him, or you got to beat him clean, and it's tough to do. He's played us hard. He's played us very tough in the 3 games here, and to finally kind of get a few by him felt good, and the Gotzi's goal is a big goal, and I think the 3-1 gave us a bit of cushion, but even then we wanted to keep pressing on. We said we want 4. We need to get that 4th goal and kind of really see out this game here. Obviously another big one tomorrow. It's nice to get more guys on the ice and get Ezzy and McKenzie out there to limit some of the ice time in the last 10 minutes for our regulars.